When you realize that you've survived, you don't really want to dwell on the alternative.
Susan Milne was driving eastbound from North Vancouver on the Ironworkers Memorial Bridge with her 4-year-old son in the back seat when both of them came within inches of a fatal catastrophe.
I heard like a loud crashing noise, and I saw like a flying object, which turned out to be this steel beam coming in my general direction.
Milne was heading to an appointment with her son on Friday around 2 p.m. when Vancouver police say a truck heading over the bridge in the opposite direction dropped part of its load, a massive metal beam bouncing off the concrete over the median into oncoming traffic. Milne didn't have time to think. She blinked, and when she opened her eyes, glass everywhere, her car horn sounding off, windshield punctured.
And I see this steel metal beam coming right in front of me, right over my shoulder. I whipped my head around to look back at my son to see if he was okay. He had fallen asleep and he was just waking up to this. And I just reassured him, everything's okay, don't worry, we're fine, mommy's fine, don't worry.
After crawling out of the wreckage and dusting off glass shards, a gentleman helped her make a call to 911, and the North Shore Fire Department was soon on the scene.
Everyone was just really shocked and just like telling me to buy a lottery ticket because they just couldn't believe they'd never seen anything like this before.
While she's relieved she and her son didn't need intensive medical care, Milne was disappointed that ambulance paramedics took more than a half hour to arrive on the scene. The Vancouver Police Department is still trying to identify the truck driver and are asking witnesses and anyone with dash cam footage to come forward. Sergeant Steve Addison says in a statement, "This was a bizarre chain of events, and it's a miracle nobody was killed or seriously injured. We think the driver of the truck likely had no idea what happened and continued on to the North Shore." As the shock wears off, Milne is reflecting on what she calls a second chance at life.
I'm just incredibly grateful and thankful to God for looking out for me and protecting me in this situation. And definitely I'm going to be thinking about this for a long time.
In North Vancouver, Kier Junos, City News.